trophies as well. I kind of like trophies. Will there be different tiers of court armor? Absolutely. There would have to be. Question about the crafter class. It's a dedicated class. We said this during the Kickstarter. I've said it after the Kickstarter. It is certainly something that you're going to have to take some time, a significant amount of time, to level. This is not something, this class is not something that you'll be able to just come in, raise an alt, and then give money to your other alt or goods or anything and level the character right up. Not going to happen. From Red, if you're a crafter, does that mean you can't join combat? Oh no, absolutely. You'll die. I mean, you're not supposed to be a frontline fighter. Now, can you help in combat? Absolutely. Absolutely. But don't expect that your crafter could really decide to play, well, I'm going to focus on being, you know, a whatever, a fighter, a mage, and also craft. You can't. Your crafter is dedicated to crafting. He or she will not have the abilities, won't have the stats to be a fighter. But you can help in RVR. That's important. Will there be siege specialized weapons? Yes. And as Darv just said, crafters will be invaluable in sieges. Really, really helpful. Are we still on schedule for Alpha in February? I say Alpha and not full because who knows what, you know, Medic, you or me or other people think what the word full means. The answer is yes. We are still on schedule for Alpha. Yeah, Fireburst, you can make him, you might be able to make it Mark Jacobs. Guarantee you won't have any special powers. All right, so Link, the question really is, will everyone be wearing the same suit of armor? The answer is no. You certainly, as having, or we, because we have said that this is going to be a crafter-focused economy. It's going to be up to the crafters. They're going to be making a lot of different armors. It's going to be up to the players as to which ones they want to wear. We certainly want to have more than enough variations, including dyeing, to make sure that, in theory, not everyone has the same armor. But if all the guys in the game decide, well, we kind of like this armor best, and we're going to, you know, dye our armor the same way, nothing we can do about it. Will there possibly be court-themed weapons? I answered that earlier, but since new people are coming in, the answer is yes. We hope if the court system really does make sense for all the three realms and is worth the effort, then yeah, we can definitely tie some weapons to the court system. Question, will crafters be effective in Siege? Will they be able to use Siege equipment more effectively than other classes? Absolutely. Like I said, you'll want crafters in, you know, in Sieges on either side of the equation. Let's see. So will crafters have to wear specialized crafting armor to be more effective? Haven't even thought about that, quite frankly. Tools, absolutely. Armor, no. No thoughts about it right now. Sacrix about will the desired combat system work with AoE gameplay? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I think the combat system that we've talked about will have to work really well for AoE because AoE has to be part of this game. So yes, I think it does, and if it doesn't, well, then we'll make the changes we need. We have not made a decision yet, Link, on who we're going to use to make the in-game music. We've got a couple composers we're talking to, and I'm sure we'll talk to some others. Rick Schaefer did the awesome music for Dark Age of Camelot, and he's gone on to have, he already had a career before he did, anything with us, but he certainly went on to have a very great career in game music, and he did a fabulous, fabulous job for us back in the Mythic days. Question, since I talked a little bit about AoE, and what I've said so far that the design does not currently contemplate AoE caps. Will there be rain and snow? We do hope so. Yes, Rick did an awesome job. It was really quite wonderful. Okay, I'm going to take a few more questions, and then have Genesee come on in, and we'll try to move the laptop and the camera so you guys can get an idea of just how much of a mess the awesome office is right now. A question: if the crafters are not as appealing as combat classes, will this impact the game? Yeah, it will impact the game a lot, actually, which is one of the reasons we are making a crafter class and not something you can play as an auxiliary skill set for your main character or even on a secondary character. My belief is that if we make crafting awesome, if we make it difficult, but also reward players for that, and so that the crafters know that if they spend a lot of time crafting, that people can't come in and a day later or even a week later be at their level, so that the long-term crafters will continue to be valuable. They'll be obviously continue to be rewarded by other players and by the realm. That is going to make it more attractive for the crafters. We're also designing the crafting system so that people who play crafters won't have to go out into combat to get their mats. They won't have to do things that people who just want to play a dedicated crafter won't want to do. And that's one of the things that makes this game very unique. This crafter class is really being designed to do one thing really, really well, and that is simply to play a crafter. And that's not the case in most other games. Okay, so I'm going to wait, as is typical for the end of one of these Q&As. I'm going to wait for one really awesome question, and then when I see it, I'll answer it. And, then we'll move on to the the chaos that's the office. And some of the questions up there already are good, but I'm waiting for awesome. So no offense to the guys whose questions I am not answering. Okay, good question right there. Will some mats only be available by harvesting from enemy players, and so can crafters create bounties for these mats? Actually, yes. The crafters can create bounties. That is indeed part of what we want them to be able to do. So they can put out essentially the need and want list through the bounty system that's not an auction-based solution. That if they need something from another realm, they need it, very badly, that they can put a bounty out for it. And you guys who are the warriors can go out there, or the combatants, you guys can go out there and get it for them. So I think that's a really good add to this kind of game. And I think a great end of the Q&A questions. So what we're going to do right now is Genesee is here, and we're going to try to disconnect the laptop and show you how much of a mess the long day, the office currently looks like. As always, folks, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video and to take part in the Q&A. And for those who are backers here, as always, thanks for the support. And thanks for the last stretch goal. And I hope you really enjoy what you're going to be seeing over the next few weeks.